It's early Saturday morning in Muang Thong Thani at Impact, and I'm sitting on a transporter, actually one of four that's sitting in a row here. And the thing is that behind me there's about 25 Porsches all lined up. They're all going to load onto this transport, onto these four transporters. I thought that was pretty cool, so I thought this is pretty cool to make a video about, because you don't often see a couple of dozen Porsches all getting loaded up onto transporters, Porsches of all different shapes and sizes. So it's kind of interesting, but when I say pretty rare, it's kind of not that rare in Thailand. These cars all belong to like a car owners group, an enthusiast group called Renn. It's a very loose group of people who love Porsches in particular, and they go on tours twice, maybe 3 times a year. And usually what they do is the heavy lifting, they go a long distance, so the heavy lifting up to the north or down to the south, they send the cars on transporters, then they fly down to meet the cars, they drive around, they still do like 1,000, 2,000 kilometers in a weekend, pretty big driving, but they cut out that long motorway trek where they're going down to the south or up to the north, and they load them on transporters. And also in Thailand, where the mileage on cars is quite sensitive, if you can eliminate that, again, that's better to do. So anyway, it's Saturday morning, they're at Muang Thong Thani. Impact is owned by one of the most passionate Porsche collectors in Thailand, so when they load up they come here to do it, and they're doing it this morning, and it's a pretty cool sight. And I hope in this video Porsche's loading up onto a transporter is kind of interesting. It's something quite different, and I always enjoy seeing this when they come here, because I'm here quite often, work next door, and I kind of enjoy it, and I think it's quite a cool visual, quite a cool atmosphere. The cars are mostly contemporary cars. That's the only thing that would be nicer if the organisers brought a few more classics along, but you can understand when you're doing those sort of distances and they're driving at high speeds, then people want a pretty reliable car that's, you know, is going to get them there with a minimum breakdowns. But certainly in the past I've seen some pretty old air-cooled cars out on this trip. I've seen RWBs out on this trip, and that's kind of a real visual, and that's some serious commitment when you go up to the north or down to the south and you take an RWB with you, because that's hard work. And these guys get off the concrete roads, they go onto the rough stuff. I've seen some pretty cool pictures of them going over fords and rough things and going over little boats across rivers. So they really do work these cars, and they drive them, and they're a great advert. They prove that Porsches are not just for cruising around Bangkok, for hanging out in Thong Lo. They really prove that these cars can really do it and work in the toughest conditions. This time they're going south. They're going a little tour, they're going to Chumpon, they're going to Krabi, they're going to Surat Thai and Phang Nga. So a bit of a circle down the south, and the weather's nice. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool trip for them.